Hello, everyone on YouTube. Are we ready for a completely upper body with light weights workout? Last week I came out with something. We were doing some squats, we were doing lower body and upper body. Today it is just up. I'm trying to mimic some of the things that I teach and do on the reformer. Because last time I checked, not everybody has a reformer, and you can do a lot of the same things with a set of weights. So as we go on through this session, I'll say, oh, well, this is like chest expansion and this is this. So it's pretty much the same thing. I will be standing the entire time. Of course, you could do some of this kneeling. I just prefer to stand. It's a little bit more comfortable. I'll also have hip distance parallel the entire time, and my knees will be slightly bent. So we're not going to stand with our knees locked out. They're going to be slightly bent, shoulders back, working with these weights. Like I said, 2 pounds each for me. During some of it, I'm going to double up. So I'm going to have both weights in one hand. It's not going to be very much. You always have an option not to use any weights at all. If this gets to be too much, you do you. As always, if you like this, what is it? Thumbs up? Yeah. And subscribe. Also, check out my on-demand classes. I have mat, reformer, springboard chair, a bunch of other stuff. And it's also free for 30 days in January. So I think I covered everything. Let's get started. Okay, we're standing about hip distance parallel, knees are slightly bent. Your arms are going to go long in front of you. Your palms are facing forward. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, up to about shoulder height. Open, close, and down. Inhale, exhale, open, close, and down. You're just keeping a little bit of bend into the elbows and allowing those weights to hang heavy in your hands. Okay, we're getting the party started. It's freezing here. The fact that I'm not wearing a heavy coat while doing this is pretty shocking because it's freezing down in my room. Thought you ought to know. A few more here. Inhale, exhale, up, out. On this next one, I want you to hold it up there. Small circles out. Okay, I'm maintaining the same shape with my arms, that little bend, but I'm circling right there at the shoulder. Out and around. It's not big, almost like a saucer-sized circle. Reverse. Breathe. These little 2-pound weights are going to start to feel heavy. 4, 3, 2, done. Bending those elbows in. Flipping that grip, knuckles face the sides of the room. Let's go out and bend those elbows narrow into your sides. So I'm punching those arms out a little bit higher and then bend. This whole series we've been doing so far is what I teach on the reformer too. Just kneeling, facing front. Same darn thing. Now we're gonna alternate. Let's go one arm first, looking to the side, and switch. So from my waist down, it's like I'm in cement. I'm just rotating through my waist, lifting one arm up a smidge higher and then down. So narrow in that waistline. Couple more here. And back through center. We're going to take both arms long, bend the elbows, open and close. This is the classic hug a tree in Pilates. It's kind of a big tree. Well, I guess it would depend on how long your arms are. And since mine are short, it would be kind of a slender spruce. So keeping those elbows in line with the shoulder, open and close. I don't care what you're doing with those fingertips, but those weights are hanging heavy in those hands. Open and close. Couple more here. Coming on center, arms go long, knuckles face the ceiling. Let's go down and up. Okay. We're heading towards the end here, facing forward with both these weights. Relaxed through that upper body. Breathing, a little bit of bend in the knees. Hold. Row once. Extend and down. Inhale, exhale up. Row and down. Just getting in that little bit of row and then sending those arms straight down. There's no need to rush. I'm hoping your arms are feeling a little bit warm at this point. On this next one, I want you to hold those arms straight. Just row. Okay, when you bend those elbows, think about those shoulder blades coming together. We are almost there. Hold. Flip the arms up, goalpost, then back, goalpost. So it's almost like those triceps are on top of a table. And you're just rotating those forearms towards the ceiling and then back. Wrist staying in line with the forearm. We're not doing this. 2, 1, arms go down. One more thing here. Palms are going to face forward. We're going to do that snow angel up and then back down. So when I look to my side, my peripheral vision, I can see my arms. We don't want to do this. They're slightly in front of us. I can look up to the sides. I see my arms. We have a bend in those elbows. Breathe through this. You're reaching nice and tall up towards the ceiling. On this next one, I want you to hold it up there and connect the heads of the weights. Bending the elbows and straightening. Okay, so my biceps are by my ears. And I'm bending with those weights going back. And then extending, trying to get the little bit of the triceps, that bat wing area I like to talk about. Bend and straighten. Is anyone else getting tired? I know I am. This is it. 3, 2, 1. Done. Circle those arms around. Good job. Now we're going to go to one side here. I'm going to take both weights into one hand. And I'm just like interlacing my fingers on these weights. One hand's going to go on the hip. We're going to start with these weights near the girls, the boobies. Elbows out to the sides of the room. We're going to take those arms, punch it out. Remember, if this is too heavy, just go to one weight. And then back to the girls. Punching out and in. This is called draw a sword in the Pilates world because, we're always drawing swords everywhere, right? I mean, it's just something we do on a daily basis. No, but it's good for us. We're keeping that shoulder down away from our ear as we're lifting the arm up and out. 2 more. One, and coming on back. I'm going to switch to my other hand and hold. My elbows glued to my side. Open the forearm and close. Again, I'm doubling the weight. I have a slight bend in my knee. So that elbow, that entire arm is glued to my side. If this exercise looks familiar, if you've had a shoulder injury and gone to PT, this is something that's pretty common. Oftentimes you see it with a TheraBand and not 2 weights. But again, you decide, you might need just 1 weight. What I don't want to see is right there. See how I rolled my wrist out? Try and keep that wrist in line with those fingers. You're not going to get a big range of motion here. It's okay. You're not supposed to because you have that arm glued to your side. A few more here. 2. 1. Keep that arm where it is. I'm going to punch out and then bend that arm close to my waistline. Punch. Slowly, slowly extending that arm and back. No reason to go fast. Slow and controlled. I'd rather have good reps than a bunch of so-so ones. So working the triceps here as we punch out and then bringing that arm right in line with that rib cage. Give me 2 more. 1. Back through center. We separate 1 weight in each hand. The same hand that you were doing the draw of sword is the one that's going to be at that 90-degree angle. Inhale, exhale, take that arm over into a side bend. The one arm that's long is going down that leg. And then back to that 90 degrees. Over. I like to look down at the other weight when I get my side bend. You've got some space between your ear and your bicep right here. Keep it like that. You're having a crunch into that opposite side as that arm goes down the leg. A few more here. One more thing here. Both heads of weights come together. You're making a big circle with those arms. We're going to rotate from side to side. I'm pressing those weights together. And my range of motion isn't very big because I don't want to see this happen. You just see how my hip shifted over? Again, all the way from your waist down, you're in cement. You're rotating through your center. So as you probably want to make this bigger than it is, but don't. Few more here. My head is following my spine. We're going to come to center, extend the arms straight, and bend. I'm freeing my fingertips up to you. Extend, bend. All this stuff we just did with the draw a sword, the side bending stuff we all do in the reformer too. Few more here. Extend those arms nice and long, best you can. Biceps looking at one another. 2, 1, arms go down. We're going to turn to the side. All right, triceps. Doing a bit of triceps. We're going to turn. I'm going to face you again, and we're going to do the other side of draw a sword, then we're out of here. I'm going to be at the side of you. My knees again are slightly bent. My arms are long. The backs of my hands are facing the wall in front of me. I'm just going to take my arms back and forward. So because you're only holding 2-pound weights in each hand, you can get those arms back there. Get them as straight as pins. We're going to do something called chest expansion. Take those arms straight back there, hold. Turn your head to one side, turn your head to the other. As you look forward, arms slowly go back. Inhale, exhale, arms go back. Look to one side, look to the other. Arms go forward. Inhale, exhale, back. Kind of a nice stretch for that neck. Back. Center and forward. You're going to hold those arms back there. Hold them as straight as you can. Take the arms out to the sides of the room 2 inches and then back in. Now I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going out and in. It's not that big of a range of motion. Out and in. I'm keeping those arms super long. Out and in. Fingertips are free from me. It's up to you. 3, 2, 1. Arms go forward. We're going to add a bit of a hinge. You've got a nice little bend to those knees. As the arms go back, you'll hinge at the hip. Arms go forward. You'll be nice and tall. So that little baby bend in your knees is going to be like this the whole time. 1 count back, slowly upright as those arms come forward, kind of in line with your hips. So it's that nice hinge. We could have always done this too on our knees, but I figure, hey, I kind of have bad knees, so we can do this standing as well. On this next one, I want you to hold it back there. Hold it. Bend the elbows and straighten. So my palms are facing back. My elbows are pinned by my side. I'm staying in that hinged position. Hold the arms long. You're gonna upright, keep those arms back there, and then hinge forward. So now your goal is to keep those arms back there. Isn't this fun? No. I hear you. Again, it's the worst when I have to do this and talk. Get those arms back there, everybody. Hinge and up. Hold the hinge. Let's pulse up. Yes, we can. We can do this. Even though I want to cry. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Okay, we're almost done. All right, we're going to do the other side of that draw the sword. So I'm going to take both weights here. My one hand goes on my hip by the girls. Inhale. Exhale, punch out. Those arms are nice and long. And bend in. Back to that draw a sword that's sweeping the nation. I don't know. I suppose it is like drawing the sword. Coming down, down, down. And then up. We're almost done. Okay. Complete upper body. Our arms should be nice and warm. A few more here. 2. And 1. Switch to the opposite hand. Inhale. Open for this rotator cuff work. So it's like my forearm, again, is on top of the table. I'm not lowering, I'm not lifting it, I'm just taking it out and in. Abducting out and then in. It's not that big of a range of motion because it can't be. Because that arm's glued to your side and the wrist is nice and long. Really small. And it's all about the quality of the movement. Hold center. Let's go up and down. So I have a pesky shoulder on this side. And this is tough for me. But I think I can do it. Punching forward and bend. You can do this. Always an option to lose a weight. We're almost there. I want 2. 1. 1 weight in each hand. 90-degree angle. We side bend over. I'm looking down at the mat. And then back through center. Up. I almost wish I had a heavier weight right now with my straight arm. Because it's nice to feel that arm dragging down your leg and getting that pinch in the side. Over. Couple more here. 2. I'm not going fast. This is how I would move on the reformer too. So we're just mimicking that. 1 more thing here. Interlace. Again, we'll go from side to side. All right, guys, this is it. You know what's going to happen here. Small rotations. Wringing out that waistline, opening a jar of whatever you want. I always think of a jar of olives, but I don't even like olives. Maybe salsa, I like salsa. Coming back through center, extend, bend. Don't lean back. You can do this, this is it. Out and in. I reminded myself to squeeze the head of the weights in. We're almost there. Four, 3, 2, 1. Done. Throw the weights down Don't throw them at me. All right, let's get a stretch. Take one arm up and over and breathe. Maybe a slight side bend. Ooh. Yeah. You know, my arms are adequately warmed up. And it's just a good series to do with light weights. It's challenging. But exactly the same stuff I do when I'm on the reformer. No reformer, no big deal. Ooh. And hey, thanks for joining me. I shall see you again soon.